Esteemed administrator, you have been recalled to the dynasty's capital of Yin on the Yellow River during a time of great sadness. The recent passing of Lady Hao, queen and consort to Wu Ding, king of Shang, has unfortunately created the sudden need for a tomb and tumulus suited to her high stature. A person with great management skills is obviously needed for this important project. As overseer, you must amass the required burial provisions, quantities of ceramics, bronzeware, and fine silk, so that our royal subjects shall enjoy an afterlife of appropriate comfort. If you can handle this job for our mourning king, it will surely help to ease the painful burden of his grief. Another way you can help ease our sovereign's sorrow would be to fill his palace grounds with an assortment of wonderful animals. Such a menagerie would surely delight Wu Ding. If you pay sufficient homage to the creator goddess Nuwa, she will visit your city. Then, you can request her to capture local wild animals for the palace menagerie. You might also send emissaries to other cities, asking them for gifts of animals to please Wu Ding. Of course, other leaders appreciate receiving animal gifts too. So send offspring from our menagerie as gifts to other cities in China. Such a generous present might convince them to reciprocate with specimens of their native fauna for our menagerie. Powerful chariot-mounted warriors will be useful for military expeditions and impressing would-be adversaries. Perhaps these war chariots will also be a better match against those irksome Xiongnu horsemen.
Maybe they will, but we're not going to be building chariots because I hate them. Hey guys, welcome back to Emperor, and we're on the last campaign mission of the city-states of Shang, the Shang Dynasty. We're going to build a tumulus for menagerie animal types. This is a rather annoying one to get. They get pretty high by the end of the game. But 80 people in humble compound is not too difficult. So let's head to the city. And immediately pause and see what we've got. So we've got our city as it was left before with 6,000 strings of cash. A tumulus is basically a pyramid, like from Pharaoh, and it builds somewhat similar, except you put the burial provisions in at a certain point during the construction instead of after. So to get the required level of menagerie animals requires a palace. That's what you need the palace for. And you can send Nuwa to go and get, as it said, to get the panda and the salamander, which is 2, but you'll have to request for the remainder of it. So we've got the city left as we had it. Let's see, we can also build this, which we're going to do to evolve this a bit further. As you know, we have a bit of a labour shortage in the city, so we want to evolve this a bit. So I won't start on the monument just yet. We'll want to stabilise our supply of goods because we need some. We've got to build up some more military though, and we've got the space for it because we've got these lavish Sajuuks. And let's see, let's find a good place to put these things. The only problem is finding places for them is going to be difficult because they are. I mean, we got, is it a harmonious balance here? So I might have to start kind of sprawling it down here a bit. Excuse me. One there. Oh, where can the rest go? We'll put these people would just get out of the damn way, it would help. We'll put another one there. Not the best, I know, but who cares? Let's do that, and then roadblock there. I know we need employees needed, but this will evolve it a bit. We're not going to provide anything else because we don't really need it. Baoji is now an ally, which is good. The reason I'm building up a military is because there is a request of troops to Baoji, which you want to really do because otherwise you will be attacked. As you can see, we now got Pan Longchen who sells his rice. Now I realise, after I looked back on the video, we could get tasty food already by the nomad camp selling as game meat, but obviously we don't want to trade with the enemy at all. Let's see, oh, we could get another one in there, which is good. We could get another one over here actually, which is fairly good for us. We'll just put that there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forts I think will be enough, just spread all over the place. So we're going to put down the palace, like so. So where it's good feng shui, obviously. Let's turn this round. We get it there? No, we can't. We can get it there though. Now, what's our goal? 80 people in Humble Compound, which is the next level. We might need to put out some more Humble Compounds over here, I think. Or maybe another one down here, I'm not sure. Actually, let's get rid of that palace for now. And put it somewhere else, because that'll need to get put in sometime soon. Let's just take this. How many weapons are we making? Not very many, which is not too good. We'll obviously need to provide more weapons in the city to build up the forces a bit. Let's put down another one of these just to get it going. Because I'll have to extend this a bit, I think, to get the requirements in. I'll actually delete this fort and just move it around a bit, I think. Maybe not worry too much about the perfect feng shui, I don't know. But I think this will do. That'll give us one fort for down here and a few forts more at the top. So we'll worry about the Menagerie animals later. But I know that Pan Longchen will send us some thingies. What's the word? Oh, I've lost it. Oh, they'll send us a pig, that's what it is. I remember now. Anyway, so let's see, what's our employment like? Unemployed very high, that's good. Or we'll just stick out a place to put this Tumulus. We'll put it down here, and we'll have it all down here for our labourers' camps, because as you know, they need good feng shui. I'll do 3 of them, like so. And then we'll put down one of these. Just to make sure that they've got their access so that they can do their dirt removal, because why not? So we've got our food. Well, we've got millet wheat still, so we don't need to change anything about the farming, which is good enough for me. I've got tons of carved jade here that could be used for export. Who buys carved jade? I think one of our other cities was planning to buy carved jade. I think it was Bampo, yes. Let's go ahead and send a diplomatic request, and then we can start making much more money. We could even maybe... Excuse me, folks. We could maybe expand on our fishing industry and sell some just for extra money, although it's not really necessary. I might build out more of these actually. We'll need more bronzeware smelters, I think. There's none on this hill over here, I think. No, it's all in the hills over there, so we'll just let them get their bronze and hopefully make more bronzeware and weapons and all that, because we'll need it for our forts. So I'm going to plan out another housing block since we need so many workers. Just in this gap here, not a big one, but just a decent sized one, and we'll see how it turns out. So here's the housing block. It took me a bit of time to find a place where I could get good feng shui for all the houses. I couldn't put it this way because there was bad feng shui because the rocks are so close together. I might be able to get another housing block up here maybe later if I absolutely need the workers. Mine has not really progressed because obviously I've had the thing paused, so obviously I've never been able to do that. I'm not sure whether this is too far to get to this stuff. If it is, I'll bring it a bit closer with this warehouse here. So we'll just let this run. We'll put a food shop just there, set to bland food obviously. Let's see, is it too far? No goods, no goods, there's obviously stuff in there. Just gotta wait for them to come in. Buying, oh that's okay, that's in range. Oh, trade with Bampo's opened up, that's good, we can start selling some carved jade. Let's put that there and sell a little carved jade. We'll not sell tons of it because we can make use of it for other purposes. There's also a trading station for Pan Longchen, which I'll have to place down somewhere. Probably down here somewhere, I don't know. So I can import rice. So we're going to set this to 8, 8, 8, and we'll put that to 8 as well. Let's see, so I might expand my fishing industry because we've only got 5 farms, which is not very helpful. We've got space for 22 new people, let's see. We've got to let this all evolve with water. And then food, and then hemp and all that. So let's just put a hemp shop down and see whether it's too far, because we obviously want to know if it's too far. There's no demand for it yet, so it's okay. We might as well set this to excuse me. We might as well just leave this appetizing food. So right, we'll put a bronzeware shop down. so they'll get access to bronzeware later. It's obviously far too far away for them to reach, so there's no point. There's no goods, and there's no demand for it yet. They've already got appetizing food, that's fairly good for me. Just got to let them distribute the food. Oh, the hemp's in range, that's good. I'm pretty sure those ceramics will be out of range, so just got to be careful. Actually, what I'm going to do is just move one of those tiles a bit and place that just in there and start importing a little rice just so we can make some more money. Gonna have to expand this bronzeware industry up, I think. We'll stop selling bronzeware, I think, because we don't need to sell any more of it. Definitely need to ramp up silk production, though. That's really lacking at the moment. I might put in walls, but considering I've built more forts, I'm not really sure if I'll bother building walls or things like that, because there's no real reason to. But definitely need to improve silk production at the moment, because that's what's really dragging the city down. No, we're not celebrating Happy New Year, that's not too big of a deal anyway. So let's see, how's our monument doing? It's doing fairly well. It's removing dirt. Let's see, I think this is the last bit of dirt that's got to be removed. Yes.
And adds new knowledge is fit to be a teacher.
We better put down the construction guilds, which are only carpenters guilds, so that's okay, I guess. Just do this. Just to provide the 2 carpenters, I suppose. What does it need? 1 stack of wood, okay. Let's just put this down here, accepting a small amount of wood. Not tons, we don't need loads of it. Logging shed. It really doesn't fit in there. Put 1 logging shed down because there's plenty of trees down here for them to reach, so it's okay. So there's 4 food types in there. Let's just set this to taste food. Yeah, the bronzeware thing's too far away. It's okay. I need to let it build up anyway before I do anything. Who's our gods? They're feeling a bit neglected, just the same ancestor heroes. I'm going to put down a ceramic shop in here and see what it says. Is it too far? Oh, it's not too far, that's actually pretty good. I'm not sure how they're able to reach that distance, but we're going to bring it closer just to make sure that it's all within range. We're going to set hemp to getting as well, just to help out a bit. Now, with 3 silkworm sheds, there's no way I can make enough silk to stabilise the silk production, so I might build more up here. I don't know, I might put in some here actually, to be honest with you. I'll just put down... fits in there, I think. Yeah, it just fits in there nicely, so we'll just put that in there. And just see how it goes. We just got to ramp up weapon production, so I'll let this run and see if we can stabilise the city. So these houses are now starting to evolve. I went ahead and extended this area for the elite houses to put 2 extra houses, because that's what we need, 6 of these to reach the 80 people in humble compound. I've also gone ahead and put down the palace, so we're ready to start accepting menagerie gifts. I'm going to just redraw this road slightly, just like that, just to make sure that they go around a better route than they are right now. Let's see, we've got houses evolving here, which is good, and some of these houses are not evolving because of bad desirability. But there's plenty of space for the workers, so that's okay. I think we've got extra... No, we haven't got extra statues. Sorry, I was talking rubbish before. I'll just put a couple of these down just to boost desirability, I think. Like so. And then we'll put some more down here. I'll just surround this well with statues, I think, because why not? And we'll put down some of these. Like so, to maybe improve them. I don't think they'll improve because there's not enough desirability there, so it's okay. What I might do is do this, wall it up completely. Yeah, there we go, we've got them evolved, which is good. surround that with walls just to make sure that it's completely covered. So we've really just got to let the monument build, and now you can see that it's got a little thing in it. We need 7 bronzeware vessels, 4 bowls of silk, and 6 crates of ceramics. I'm going to wait off a bit for that because our ceramics supply is a bit erratic at the moment. Does anyone else sell me ceramics? Bampo does, so we can import ceramics from there as well and get more ceramics into the city. So we're not going to export any more bronzeware because we really don't need to export any more. We just need to get more troops into the city because I know that invasions come up, and I know that troop requests come up as well. So we've got Panlong Chen importing rice, not tons of it, but enough. Let's see, they need access to music. We're going to put down, an emissary from Panlong Chen asks to enter the city. Oh, 1 tiger, how nice. So that's 1 in there. Now, you can now give that tiger to any other city other than Panlong Chen. The way that Emperor works for cities is that you've got 3 climates. Humid, such as Panlong Chen, temperate, such as Yin, and desert, such as the nomad camps. Now, each of those climates has their own set of free animals. So basically, to get animals in return, you've got to give each city animals that they won't have. So, the nomad camps won't have tigers, so you can give them tigers. They don't get depleted out of your supply, by the way, so you don't have to worry. You can give infinite numbers of tigers. So you could give the nomad camps, for example, a tiger, and they'll give you one of their items in appreciation, which is the easiest way to get to the Menagerie goal. The Menagerie goal gets really ridiculous by the end of the game. It's something like 8 Menagerie animals, which you can only get through a lot of trades. So be aware that trading is going to be majorly beneficial to get those other animals. We do have 2 in here. We've got pandas and salamanders, so that'll give us 2. Then we'll only have to request the last one. If your cities are allies with you, you can request animals from them. They might not accept, but you can always try that to see if they do anything. So as I was about to do here, I'm going to put down that there and that there, just to provide this with the required access, just to make sure that they pass by both houses. Acupuncturist access is needed down here, so let's provide an acupuncturist clinic. Didn't realise it needed that. So I've got some bronzeware, they're bringing it closer, which is good. I haven't really talked about the other feature of Emperor, the spies. I'm not even going to bother about that. I might have talked about it, I don't know, but I haven't really gone into big detail about it simply because there's no reason to do so. So we've got 2 lots of filled forts, so now we've just got to fill up the other 2 and then we'll be fine. Now the way that, as I've said, forts work based on your military, not your military, your elite housing and your palace and such. So we've got 1 tiger. I'm actually going to go ahead and give Baoji a tiger just to see what they want, and to see if they'll give me something important. Now I'm going to try and get Nuwa in the city here because she is going to give us the ability to capture animals, which is a really useful special ability, I have to say. So let's see, are these working okay? They are. This one's working fairly well, that's good. They've got the 3 stable foodstuffs. I'm not sure where else to put a silkworm shed though, that's the only problem. There's just no space for it really. I can put it in there, but that'd be really low yield. No, we're not holding a festival because there's no reason to. We've got some high unemployment, but that's okay. Now these guys, this Tumulus needs 7 bronzeware vessels, so we're going to set this to get 7. 4 of these I think it was it? Let's quickly check. 4 bolts of silk, yes, and 6 ceramics. And we'll let them get delivered. Now, unlike in Pharaoh where you can dispatch them in any order you want, the burial provisions, the game requests them in a set order, which is very annoying. Now, as you can see, these houses evolved and they require Confucians. Now, there is a section here that tells you about the different coverage. You've got Ancestors, Taoism, Buddhism, and Confucian. Now, Ancestors, everyone requires access to Ancestors, everyone requires access to Taoism and Buddhism, but only Elite Housing requires the Confucian Academy, which you don't get until the near end of the next dynasty. So there's no point in giving Confucius access to anyone else other than Elite Housing, only Elites need it. So we've got some forts here, which is good. There's weapons going off to this fort. We should be able to make more troops, which will be good in the long run. I haven't really had this running at high speed yet. Demonstrates headed to Baoji. Hopefully they'll appreciate that tiger that I gave them. Meanwhile, I am going to run this off camera and get these gods a bit happier so that I can give them, I can get gifts from the higher blessings. That's what it is. Oh, an emissary from Baoji wants to enter the city. Let's have a see. Oh, he wants to give me a pheasant. That's helpful. We've got the second item that we need, and Nuwa has arrived in the city. That's perfect. So I'm going to go and send her over in this direction to capture an animal. You have to be careful about animal collections because they might end up getting animals of the same type, which is of no help at all. So I'm going to move it over here to make sure she'll get a salamander. So we've got, I think, we've got 80 people in the humble compound. We've got 90. We've got 2 menagerie animals. One was a gift from Pan Longchen, and Baoji's given me a pheasant, which is helpful. Send them back. Now where's Nuwa? She's here, that's good. Once I've done with this, I'll just build walls all around this section so they can't keep trying to enter the city. So capture animal, and then she'll just go off and get one. I don't know where she's going though. She's not going to where I want her to go. She must be wanting to get a panda instead. Let's see if I can get her to get this. Oh, was she? Oh, she's going to get this salamander. That's lovely. She'll zigzag to get it. Now, you have to make sure that she is still in the city, because if she disappears before she delivers the salamander, then you're fucked, basically. Because it'll end up in the city, which you don't want, obviously. So now that we've got that salamander, I'm just going to build a residential wall all the way around this. I don't think this is the best idea, but who cares? Let's see, I'm going to destroy some of that. We'll just do that, there we go. I don't think this residential wall will do enough, but who cares? It'll keep them blocked in to a degree anyway. Unless you just decide to zigzag. Yeah, it's going to go around the wall, I think. So we'll delete that, because it's a waste. I like residential walls, but it's annoying that they do nothing to keep critters out. At all. So I had to build up some proper walls. How many do we have in our thing? 2. She's almost reached there, and she has delivered it. So that has got the 3rd animal. Let's send Nuwa over here to get a panda and get the 4th. Where's the troops? Oh, there they are. And now my salamander's killing everyone. That's not helpful. Right, so what I'm going to do is build some proper tower walls with a road, obviously, and get these salamanders under control. While I also go and get a panda as well. The monument is progressing well, as you can see. That's all the things being taken up. Nuwa's retrieved the 4th the pandas. That gives us the 4 menagerie animals. So all we have to do now is let the monument build. And I've built up some walls right here with some roads. The roads don't actually have to be connected to anything. As long as the tower has a tile of a road, they will be operational. Let's get rid of some of the unemployment. And they're patrolling, getting rid of the salamanders to make sure they don't keep killing the city. I also sent off some jade to Bo to get more ceramics because I'm having a bit of a shortage at the moment. That carved jade that I sent him was a medium gift, which has got them straight up to respectful, which is useful. These don't escape, so that's okay, so I don't need to worry about them. So all we now have to do is really wait for the monument to complete itself, and I've got some excess bronze wearing such down here, so it's not a big deal. So now we're just going to wait for this Tumulus to be completed, which shouldn't take too long at all. This will get back to normality sooner or later. I'm just going to keep the gods as happy as I can. I gave a lot of ceramics away, which is not helpful. Let's just set that to accept, just to get rid of it. If they come back with bronzeware, then fine, I will just send it into... I'll just let it go in there and then let it disappear. So we've got our 6 humble compounds, which is fairly good. We've got our palace. We've learned the art of getting stuff. You can hold up to 9 animals. You're not allowed more than 9. If you try to request when you've got more than 9, when you've got the 9, they'll just ignore your requests. So making money is not too much of a deal here. As long as you export a little carved jade, a little bit of stuff and all that, you should be fine. There's plenty of silk in stock. I don't think we'll need to worry too much about the lack of it. So this whole farming community is walled in by walls. I like that, it's great. And so now the dirt is going back in to create the base. So I'll just let that accept. However much it's accepting. Bo's opening trade with us, which is good. Let's just put down something for it. Where, I don't know. What the heck? Why can't we just place it somewhere simple? There's no space down here, which is not helpful. Can't I place it there because it'll get blocked in, which is not helpful. Oh, what the heck, let's just put it in there since we're not going to fill it up. So we'll just import ceramics in there too. That'll provide multiple sources, which is helpful. We'll just keep letting that accept. And then we'll stop accepting that, so we'll just let that empty. So now all we have to do is let the Tumulus build. Oh, Cho is demanding wood. Well, we've got plenty of that, so we'll just send them some wood. It's not like we're trading with them anyway, so it doesn't matter. Meanwhile, the Tumulus continues to be built of dirt. Unlike the monuments of Pharaoh, you don't use stone for anything other than 1 or 2 monuments. I can't remember. There is stone, but it's not like in Pharaoh where you had plain stone, limestone, sandstone, granite and all that kind of stuff. It's just stone. I mean, it's just one type of stone. But you never use stone to build monuments like the pyramid, like this Tumulus. But the stone is used for a few things. There's actually one mission where a goal is to produce 24 blocks of stone in a year. We're having a bit of a fishing crisis here, so I've put in some more fishing keys. I couldn't put them along here because bad feng shui reasons. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these now, which is okay. Saps on some of the unemployment, but you can see that I've got this center very high and still not able to keep the unemployment problem from becoming a problem. That is. So I got rid of all the ceramics and such that was here. I've moved all the bronzeware back over here. This is set to accept loads of bronzeware. And then we're going to sell off a little bit of stockpile since we've got some. I'll sell a little bit of silk and so on. Meanwhile, I gave a bunch of hemp to the gods because they were feeling a bit neglected, because why not? So let's give more hemp, because as you can see we've got an army of hemp people. Hemp has a use later, much later in the campaign. But for now, the only reason for it is to evolve houses. It does become very important when it gets to the paper era. Yes, hemp is used to make paper, but you don't get that until much later on in the campaign. I think it's something like the end of the Han Dynasty when you get it. Paper basically removes, it replaces wood as a thing for things like tax collectors, so they won't use wood to work. Our forts are building up nicely. We've got, how many troops do we have? I can't remember how you check. Here we've got 3 fully staffed forts and a few that are starting to fill up. So this voyage should be complete before we even get any requests at all. Oh, Baoji is under attack. Let's just postpone that for a second. I want to check where the monument's at. The monument's okay. We've got 3 fully staffed forts. Well, 4 now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the 3 fully staffed forts to Baoji to help them. The way the troops works is you click the button just like in Pharaoh, and you just select the ones you want to send. So send 3 fully staffed forts to Baoji to help them. Now, be careful. If you send all your troops, you will be invaded, because the game will see all the empty forts as no forts. You don't have any troops. Therefore, that'll cause any other cities to consider you as being weak. Therefore, you will be invaded by other cities. So don't send all your troops. Only send a small contingent, usually fully staffed force, and leave a couple behind. Because by leaving a few behind, the game will see that as you have a military and will not trigger any invasions. And so keep that in mind for later missions. It's very important, particularly for the first mission of the Zhao dynasty. But I'll explain more about that later because we don't need to worry about that right now. So hopefully Baoji will be saved by our troops. And there's two little, no, it's one with two little things. And it's probably the nomad camps. I'm not going to bother sending a spy to sabotage the enemy's military because there's no point. It's not going to affect anything because the nomad camps won't invade us anyway unless it's scripted. A lot of missions can be peaceful. Yep. Baoji regards us most highly because they defended our city in time. Great, so we're going to keep them happy. They're helpful. So, as I was saying, yeah, a lot of missions in Emperor can be peaceful. Oh, look at that, the number of tickets on nomad camps has dropped. Presumably that's because the enemy who was attacking Baoji was the nomad camps. Let's see, does the message say anything? Yeah, the nomad camps is attacking it, right, fine. And so as I said, missions can become peaceful simply by building up a massive military and making sure you don't send off too many troops. Some missions are scripted to be militaristic based, but you can avoid a lot of invasions simply by building a military. A substantial military. By the end of some missions you'll want to have at least 12 forts, well all the forts you can build of some sort of quality. Normally I'll just build loads of infantry forts. Oh, here comes the troops, they're back. Now let's see. Yeah, there's a glitch where they'll get stuck. Oh, some are killed off. A few are killed off in each. That's okay. So 7 were killed off in 2 and 8 were killed off in another. So that's okay, because we still have plenty of troops in stock. Meanwhile, our monetary funds are skyrocketing from taxation. And we've still got a little bit to go on this Tumulus and then it will be complete. I'm going to just set this to always, so we've got plenty of food. Got plenty of money, we should have no troubles with it. I'm going to go ahead and put down a warehouse for raw silk. I do that just to make sure that there's enough supply. Sometimes it can oversupply a little bit. Oops. Chenno's feeling a bit neglected. Let's just give him some jade carvings. And so I'm just going to skip ahead to once the Tumulus is complete, unless anything happens. So the Tumulus is coming on just nicely. It's almost done. Chongcho decided to ally with us for no reason. They just kind of just came out of nowhere and just said, yes, we're allying with you. They're apparently already philanthropic. I don't understand that because we haven't actually done anything for them. Baoji is also philanthropic. They also sent us a message saying that Baoji loves us. Zhuge Liang, I think that is, yes. Please forgive the spelling, the pronunciation. Baoji, count you among my favourite people in all of China. You're a fantastic leader and everyone should aspire to be more like you. Yes. That happens when they get to philanthropic, basically. They'll just decide to send you that message. It means you're going to get gifted. But over all the time I've played Emperor, that has never happened. So it doesn't make a big deal of difference. I'm selling off a little bit more bronzeware to Panlong Chen since we have so much in stock from all the amount of bronzeware that we're making. We've got 4 bronzeware makers, 3 weaponsmiths. I don't think any of them buys weapons in this one. Let's just quickly check. No one buys weapons, so we don't really need to stockpile that in storage jars, so there's no point. Later missions do give you that option, so just be aware you can actually sell weapons later. Put a couple more of these down just to sap up some of the supply of bronze that's in the city, just to make more bronzeware for more money. Oh, an emissary from Chungcho asked permission to enter the city. Okay, well we've got a gift of silk here that's actually quite nice. Let's just accept it. I'm not sure why they want to give us silk, but it's actually filled up our storage yard right up to full, which was great. Let's sell 8, since we've got plenty of space for silk. Actually, let's just set this to 6, sorry. Don't want to sell too much and run out. Later missions, there'll be more when there's more space available to me in a mission. I'll produce literally tons of silk and have massive amounts of supply just to get money because it's such a big money source. Oh, the Xiongnu are invading. That is scripted, I have to say. That has to be scripted. There's no way that that could be a real... because we've got a weak army. It's definitely scripted. You'll notice here that there's a button that says Consult Spy Map. In the single player campaign it's useless. It's only useful for when you're playing against multiplayer human opponents, so then you can see what the spy says about different cities. Now I hope we'll be able to build this tumulus before the invasion comes, because that'll be nice if we could. Let's just hope so. Come on, build the tumulus quickly. There's only one little peak to go, I think, and then it'll be done. Hopefully. See, yeah, a small little stack is left, and then we'll be able to build, complete the mission and the dynasty as well. So hopefully we'll be able to complete this mission before the invasion arrives in 2 months. Do we have 2 months spare to get that done with? I hope so. I really hope so, because if not, we're going to have to send armies to attack. So I'll start moving them towards obvious locations that they'll invade from. We'll put one there. Put one over here. And I'll just kind of place the others as in when I need to. I'll just put one there. We'll leave that one just there, so that's okay. They've not invaded yet, which is good. They've got a month. Oh, that must have came in, I didn't notice it, sorry. Let's hope they'll invade from somewhere. Hopefully not something that's going to cripple the city, because that would be nasty. Come on, where are you going to invade from, Xiongnu? Where? I really hope it's not going to be across the river, because that would be nasty. I really would. Let's see. Where's the invasion going to come from? It'd be funny if it just doesn't appear at all. Now you can bribe invaders if you feel like it. Oh, they're coming from just there. Oh, and the tumulus is complete, so we'll just try and get through this invasion somewhat. But it doesn't really seem to matter because we've completed the tumulus. So let's just send some armies down, but it doesn't matter. We completed the missions, so perfect. We'll just let this army kind of fail to invade us, because they've kind of arrived a bit late, because our monument is complete. Hopefully they'll disappear. Oh no, no, no. Are they going to retreat before we win the mission? Yep, they've disappeared, okay. So now we're just going to wait for the month to complete. There we go.
The grief of King Wu Ding at the passing of his favorite queen and consort, the noble Lady Hao, is much alleviated by the superb tomb and crowning tumulus you have constructed to hold her remains and possessions for her journey into the next world.
I hope she enjoys those bronzeware vessels. Let's proceed to the victory screen for this campaign.
The legendary 9 bronze tripods, once owned by the Xia as a sign of their legitimacy to rule, had been a symbol of the Xiang dynasty's power for over 500 years. But now, unruly throngs crowd the streets, driven mad by high taxes and the decadence of their rulers. Now the palaces of the Xiang are in flames, and the last Xiang king, Di Jin, is dead. Now the 9 tripods and their political mandate pass to a vibrant new power, the Zhou.
Yes, he says the Zhou, but I don't think that's how it is. It probably is the Zhou. So that's the Shang dynasty complete. In the next video, we are going to head into the Zhou dynasty. But I'll read more about it later. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video, guys. Bye now.